Okay, we're saving some of the best for last. David Gray, founder and CEO of Airtext. David, I understand you brought toys.
Lots of toys.
Start running it down the list here. From what I can see, you've got a ton. Tell me what's new at Airtext.
Well, our base product is Airtext Plus. Airtext Plus allows people to take anywhere in the world and take their personal device, their phone or their tablet, and be able to send text messages and also make phone calls anywhere around the world. What's so neat about this product is, as we've seen it dispersed around, is that I've been able to make messages and phone calls and talk to people and work with them, whether they're in South Africa. Recently they had that cyclone hit, and our product was being used down there with some folks with caravans, to Thailand. I've watched our customers go around the world. It's just so neat to me to see a product that you can send a text message and in 10 seconds you can receive that message on the other side. Now, also exciting about Airtext is that we recently included WhatsApp. And WhatsApp is used just like our text messaging here. Most people outside of the United States use WhatsApp quite a bit. So we have WhatsApp integration. So that's our base product. We've been doing great with it. The dealers install it here. Phone quality is increased. So we got the latest and greatest firmware, and I'm just real excited about our base product. But beyond that,
especially since all the info from the field is not only is it a good product, but it's incredibly cost effective.
It is, and we are the lowest cost provider of connectivity, and that's something I take pride in. So I'm very happy with Airtext. We mentioned that what's next is going to happen. So next year will be Iridium Next. The satellites are up there. We're already using the satellites. We're seeing faster speeds from that. But what's going to happen is we're going to have increased bandwidth, so we're going to be able to deliver more things. So I see a great progression for Airtext, and our customers are anxiously awaiting the next thing that we have in process with the FAA right now. So we're very excited about our future. I can only tease you that much, though. I can't tell you about that.
Oh, sure, it's just you and me.
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
And everybody out there, but
Well, so as you know, I used to be in the in-flight entertainment business, and when I sold that company, I had to wait 4 years, and my hands were tied. And so now the 4 years is up. So
now you're entitled to be as entertaining as you like?
I am. I try to be entertaining, and our employees are helping quite a bit. So we've introduced a moving map, and this moving map is based on an Android platform, but it's a tablet, so very small, very thin, lightweight, 1 pound, 1080p resolution. And so now this moving map allows people in the cabin to see where the airplane is, to see how fast, how far, how high, how much longer it is to get to destination. But we also will overlay if someone in the airplane has a message waiting for them. So with our application, with Airtext, you need to look on your phone to see if you have any messages waiting. So if your phone's not around, we will then send up a message to the airplane. So it's already flying. It's loose equipment. Because it weighs a pound, people have actually Velcroed these to the bulkhead, and it's all automatic. So this solves a lot of problems. If you were to compare to other things in the industry, if you had to buy a CPU, and then you had to buy a monitor, and then you had to do installation, because this is wireless.
You keep paying through the nose
yes,
as you go.
if you could beat $20,000, you'd be lucky. This costs $975. So it's quite a big bargain.
Is that real dollars or aviation dollars?
No, these are real dollars.
Okay.
Like you and I have. So that's exciting.
No, you may have it, I don't have it. I'm in journalism.
I don't know. So what do I do with this? If I don't want to mount this on the bulkhead, what's another option for us? So we've come up with a cup holder. So every airplane has tremendous amount of cups and cup holders. And so we've made an adjustable base that will go from something as small as, say, a Citation or a Pilatus that just has enough room to put in a can, all the way up to a Global or a Gulfstream. So this base adjusts, and then this will hold an iPad or a tablet of any size. They're both 10.1-inch displays. It articulates, it has a backstop. We've been flying this for years, and it just works really, really well. So that's a solution for how do I get this map in the airplane? How do I get a tablet into the airplane? The other thing that we're able to do with this Android capability is, because it's Android, it also is made by Amazon, so we're able to do Amazon Prime. And that means that you can deliver not just maps, but movies to the whole cabin. Only pay one fee for Amazon Prime for the airplane of $15, and you can have 10 of these tablets in the airplane. So that's a big deal. After that, people say, well, what else can you do? So this is really neat. Many legacy airplanes have had what they call Rosin monitors, and they had arm mount monitors in the airplane. So these little receptacles, literally there's thousands of airplanes with 4 to 8, 10 of these little receptacles in the airplane. Well, since the source equipment has changed, and a lot of that old source equipment was just VHS type quality composite video. This now, all the source equipment that you get on tablets is HD. So people weren't using these receptacles. So what we did was we came up with a dual USB power supply that plugs in here, takes the power that used to go to a monitor, and we put out 2.5 amps of 5 volt. It's all, it can do quick charges to 2 iPads or 2 phones, and it's thermally protected. It just slides in, it plugs in, and then a little blue light comes on, tells you it's operating. And so now you took something that wasn't used and you've made it very usable for all the passengers.
Outstanding.
Well, what do I do with those existing arms that are out there? So what we did was we took an old existing legacy Rosin arm and we modified it to use that tablet holder, okay, and it's got that on the back. But then we added the dual USB. So on each end we have a USB power supply, and again we can handle 2 devices and they'll do the rapid charge. And that's what everybody wants to do. They want to get off the airplane with their devices charged so they hit the ground running. So we do that. Let's see, did I mention a price on the cup holder was $250? Those are prices we're never here around here, right?
No.
The price on the dual charger is $500, and that's all milled aluminum. And the price to modify a legacy Rosin arm is $750. So those are good price points. But I have something better.
Of course you do.
What's the best
You're
price?
David Gray.
Of
course you do.
What's the best price you've ever heard?
Free.
Free. All right, we got something free.
Yeah, but,
Okay.
hey, finally a question I can answer.
Yes. Well,
I'm not doing so good today.
One of the things we're trying to do is help make flying safer. If you look at our tasks that we do, when we're coming in on approach, a lot of times people are trying to talk to the FBO, they have to get ATIS, and there's just a lot of things that make us task saturated. So we're trying to take our product and the things we do and make it more convenient, make flying safer, and help the community. One of the things that we have is a non-airplane app. So this is called FBO Link. That's free. It's on Android and Apple. You could download FBO Link, and there's certain things you can get. You can get digital ATIS. So if I'm on the ground and before I start engines, I can download the digital ATIS, right? I can set up everything I know, and I'll be ready when I talk to the controller that I've got information Bravo. Mm-hmm. Well, the other thing that we could do, since there's only so many airports that have digital ATIS, they have something called PDCs, pre-departure clearances. So we're offering as well free PDCs through this free app, so you'll have it on your phone. So I got a little notice from someone that was flying yesterday. He said, "Oh, I love the digital ATIS. I love the PDCs. It's a convenience item. You have the information recorded to your phone or your tablet. Of course, the FAA has it, but now you have it in a digital format. I talked to one of our customers today who operates a fleet of Learjets out of El Paso. He has 10 Learjets. He said the number one thing that people get busted on is a deviation and departure clearance. So now if you have it in a digital format, what I like about it is that they don't have to read back phonetically what the intersections are. I mean, how many ways do you spell something? The FAA comes up with many different ways, so it eliminates a frustration and a lot of confusion to have it all digitally. So you can go out to your airplane, literally have the digital ATIS, have your PDC, start up the engines, off you go, and it's nice and smooth. So I'm excited that we offer this free. Now, why do we do it free? Because we're trying to get FBOs to join our network, this FBO link. With Airtext, you can communicate to the FBO while you're flying. And that's very important for mission coordination. Let's say when you get there, you're arriving early, you want to know your fuel load, you might want a quick turn, you might need additional catering, or you might need additional cars or something for your passengers. But it helps you to operate your airplane more efficiently. On the FBO side, it helps them to operate their FBO more efficiently because they know what size and type airplane you are, so that when you come, they'll know where to put you on the ramp. They'll know whether to divert some of their labor over to, getting your fuel or getting, the car brought around or whatever. So it helps the FBO, it helps the pilot, it declutters your space when you're coming into land, that you can get digital ATIS when you're flying, and you could talk to the FBO. So you're not on the radio during approach where you really should be concentrating on what's going on. So I'm excited to offer something free, offer things at a lower cost than what we've seen in the industry. And I really like this retrofit business because we're able to keep airplanes that are 20, 30 years old relevant with high definition entertainment and information, and we're able to deliver a fast and efficient, low-cost communication tool.
I'll tell you what, I saw your list prior to AEA 2019, and I'm in awe of all that you're able to get accomplished. But the obvious question is, what's next?
Well, I teased you about the Iridium Next, and that's a big deal because Iridium will give us more bandwidth. Of course, we already know it works anywhere in the world, but this increased bandwidth will allow customers to get what they wanted. What we hear is that they want talk, text, and email, and we'll be able to deliver those. We won't be able to deliver free or an open internet where people are going to get on and watch a YouTube video. That's just not cost effective, and that's where the other systems have let people down. So what we see is a managed internet exposure, and that this will be, again, the most cost-effective method for people to stay in touch. Beyond that, we'll probably do some more things in the cabin, and we're doing some things now for the military. Some of my old customers have got us on some tasks, and I just see that we're a customer-driven company. So as someone says, hey, what about this? I talked to a fellow last night, and he operates three airplanes here, and he said, well, you know what I really needed is this, and I said, got it. So that was exciting.
You've been incredibly innovative. You've certainly been inventive on top of it, and we sure appreciate every time we are able to reach out and chat with you, see what's next, and find out there's a lot coming next. It's always fun to see, but I certainly appreciate the fact that you've tried to keep aviation as cost effective as possible, because let's face it, much of this industry is anything but.
Yes.
But, and if for somebody who's operated in this spectrum for as long a period of time, you're just the guy to do it. David, we thank you so much for your time, and more important, can't wait to see what you come up with next time. I'm looking forward to it, and keep us up to date, huh?
Thank you, I will.
If you would, tell people how you can find out more about what you're doing with Airtext and your other products.
So for Airtext, it's www.airtext.aero, A-E-R-O. We have a shopping portal where you can go to goairtext.com. And the parent company we have is called Send Solutions. So we have Send, www.send.aero, A-E-R-O.
Aero-News Network's coverage of the 62nd Annual AEA International Convention and Trade Show, live from Palm Springs, California, is brought to you in part by the following sponsors.